Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. I'm Yansyah from University of Muhammadiyah Banjarmasin and Ibu Sri Wardani from SMAN 1 Malang, East Java. We are going to present about using newspaper in the classroom to help students achieve their writing fluency and complexity. In this short presentation, we will give examples of teaching ideas for teaching writing. First, why fluency and complexity in writing are important? Because writing is necessary for both school and work. We need writing to express our ideas, beliefs, and also personality. However, we also know that it is not easy to teach skill to the students, especially when it comes to fluency and accuracy. What is fluency and accuracy? Simply, we can say that fluency refers to students' ability to write smoothly with appropriate grade level vocabulary and content. A fluent writer can express their idea clearly, and the readers can easily understand what message expressed in the writing. Meanwhile, complexity means the students can elaborate their ideas and use rich sentence structures. Fluency and complexity are indicators used to measure the student writing proficiency. So, if we want to help our learners to be a good writers for their future career or academic, training these two skills can be necessary. And then the next question is, why using newspapers? Because newspaper is a good examples of authentic material which provide rich vocabulary, sentence structures, as well as writing style. Newspaper gives a perfect examples of news item text. It is also a good media to introduce the teachings of discourse analysis in senior high school. What is discourse analysis? Discourse analysis usually concerns with the study of relationship between language and context. So we can teach our students about cohesive and coherence by analyzing sentences in the newspaper. And then next, we are going to talk about how to teach writing by using newspapers. We will present the ideas and then it will be presented by Bu Sri Wardani.
Okay, thank you very much, Bapak Yansyah. So today I would like to explain about ideas for teaching writing using newspaper. In this writing, in this writing, so we have pre-teaching, whilst teaching, and post-teaching. And in the pre-teaching here, the teacher warm up the learners by discussing the headline, the special vocabulary and grammar used for the headline. The headline here is very important for the students. So before the writing, they have to write down about the headline of the writing. And there are some characteristics of the headline here. For example, if the student want to write the headline, they have to use the special vocabularies. And then, for example, the grammar, related to the grammar, so to be should be omitted. So this is the characteristic of the headline. And then the next is ask them to match the newspaper headline with the stories they came from. So the teacher give the pictures and then the sentence. So they have to match it. So they knew about the headlines. Next. And then the next is about the whilst teaching. In the whilst teaching here, there are some steps here. The first is observing. In the observing, the student observe the example of article from the Jakarta Post in a group. So the teacher distribute the Jakarta Post and then the student observe the article. And the second is about identifying. So the teacher asks the student to identify the generic structure of the news item text. So I only I think all of the teachers know about the generic structure of the news item text. The generic structure here, first is newsworthy event, and then the second is background event. In the background event consists of 5 W and 1 H. And the last is about the sources. The sources here is, it can be in the police, it can be in the for example, the person who got the accident and so on. And the structure, generic structure here is very important to know because the student can write smoothly. And then choosing the one of the topic given by the teacher. So the teacher gave some of the topics here. For example, the topic about disaster, a scandal involving, and then an interclass sport championship, for example, and the election of president of the student organization, and also, for example, the topic about accident. So the student choose the topic by themselves. So they choose what they like, the topic they like, and then I think the choosing the topic here to help the student fluency also. So after that they develop their ideas and writing. In the group they can change about their ideas. And then writing the headline for their story in the group. So after choosing the topic, they have to write down about the headlines. The next is doing peer assessment in this activity, comparing other groups' news item with the news item in the newspaper. So why they have to compare other news item with the news item in the newspaper? In order to improve the students' complexity in writing. So they can give feedback on their friends' writing based on the example of the newspaper. And then the next is presenting their work in front of the class. So after they correct, or maybe they compare the group news item with the news item in the newspaper, so they present their work in front of the class. And the last, asking the learners to make their own article individually. So this is after we give a task in a group, and then they give a task, the teacher give a task individually. The next is about posts. In the post teaching, so the teacher and the student discuss to improve their writing. So they have to improve in which, for example, the student give feedback to the student, the teacher and the student give feedback and then discuss about their mistake in the writing. And the next is about the conclusion. In the conclusion here, so it can be inferred that using newspaper in the teaching writing news item can help the learners write fluently because they can write their favorite topic or news happen in their near environment. So it is related in the daily life. So the student can learn the vocabulary and style of writing from the newspaper to enhance the complexity of their writing. Besides, this activity is one way to apply discourse analysis to the learners in the form of teaching coherence and cohesive in writing skill. The application of discourse analysis can make the learners know the concept how to make a good writing of news item. It is undoubtedly benefit the learners in developing their professional and the personal lives in the future. So fluency and complexity cannot finish in one meeting because this is the ideas. So the teacher can adapt their ideas more creativity. I think that's all for my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.